definitely is good to be afraid. It's also good to love. Love and fear, they're opposites, obviously. And it's good to be afraid. Being afraid is a fantastic experience. It's not something to be ashamed of. As is love. Love in and of itself. It's a fantastic experience. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Just like you don't have to love, you don't have to fear. You can if you want to. And the thing is, inherent in this statement of it's good to be afraid sometimes is this fear that maybe it's actually not. You know, it's good to be afraid. It's good to be afraid. Like, yeah, it is good to be afraid. It actually is. People are, especially when looking at fear, people have a really bad relationship to fear. They think that fear is not okay. Right? Most people think that fear is not okay. It's not okay to be afraid. So they think they have to justify being afraid by saying it's good to be afraid. Like, of course it is. Of course it is. It's okay to be afraid. And then the thing though is, it is true that it's good to be afraid, but it's not true that everybody should be afraid, and it's not true that you are more right to be afraid than to love. It's your choice if you love. It's your choice if you fear. To be afraid is an epic experience. To love is too. Not only is it like good to be afraid, it's also good to love. And love and fear are not compatible. So when you fear, and when you love, you love. The most important thing for me is you're a fucking human being in the 21st century. Most likely. Could be later as well. You decide if you love or fear. And there's no higher force than you to decide whether or not that is good or bad. So to say to someone, while you're afraid, it's good to be afraid. Why are you trying to convince them? You're the one who decides it's good to be afraid or not. It's your life. You choose what you do. And if you want, you can be afraid forever. Without having to justify it to anybody, because you are your own boss. Literally, there's like no higher force in the universe that gets to decide what you do, other than you, and that gets to tell you what is good and bad and right and wrong for yourself, other than you. You choose, you decide. It's your executive decision. Saying it's good to be afraid is like almost asking for reassurance that it's good to be afraid. Like, you are a fucking human being. Why are you asking anybody else for reassurance? It's your choice. And when you do it, you fucking do it. It's your choice. You can if you want to. And you can also do the opposite if you want to. And you don't have to justify it to anyone. It's good to be afraid. Let me ask you, is it? And I'm not asking you, is it, in the sense of, I actually really doubt that it's good for you to be afraid, and please justify to me how in the world it could be okay for you to be afraid. No, I'm asking you, like, is it? Like, you decide. You tell me if it's good to be afraid or not. Because you decide if your actions are good or bad. You decide your actions. It's up to you. It's your choice what you do. Have faith that it's your choice what you do. And then you'll leave.